Obviously there was all the name calling. I used to get spat out on the school bus. I used to get people whacking my hair, shouting down it like a microphone, going testing, testing, 1, 2. And I couldn't have pigtails like everybody else. I used to think, why has God given me this hair? I was ashamed of it. I just wanted to be like everybody else. I get up in the morning and I'll straighten it, and then I'll use product to tie it back. Lots of hair grips, just clipping a hairpiece. Sometimes it can take me up to 2 hours. We don't have many photographs because I didn't like myself as a child, but since I've had Hugo in later life, you start to accept, and actually I look back and I think, do you know what, I was quite cute, and I see myself in Hugo. When it came back to the surface recently, yeah, it really bothered me. People were telling me that there was things being put about me and my hair on Facebook. I just started to get this tirade of abuse. There were messages going round that I was going to get hurt. I didn't want to leave the house again. I just thought, oh no, not again. For somebody to pick on something that's like your vulnerable side is really weak.
One Natalie Harvey joins us now, and her son Hugo, you might be able to hear, he's with his dad, look there, because he's being very lively and doesn't want to sit still like any sensible 3-year-old. 3 yesterday, wasn't he, Natalie? Yeah. Listen, we look at the pictures of you as a little girl, of course, I think you look cute as a button. I mean, you look so sweet, I think. But it was very difficult for you, not least, of course, that Annie, the musical, had just come out at that time, hasn't it? So it was very much in people's minds. Absolutely. With the curly red hair.
Yeah. Yeah, it had, and it was, to be honest, I didn't mind. I think the Annie sort of deflected a little bit, so that was a little bit more refreshing, because I thought Annie didn't have as frizzy hair as me, so it was a compliment, really, to be called Annie.
Oh, that's so sweet. And what started off as a miserable being teased in the childhood, I mean, I bet you couldn't have believed that it then came back to haunt you in adult life.
It was astonishing. In your wildest dreams wouldn't expect it. 35 years old and, you know, abuse once again.
Yeah. Facebook and Twitter are good for many reasons, but obviously cyberbullying is something which has been a problem with those particular sites, or social networking. Yeah. In general. How bad did it get?
It got to the point where I was scared for mine and Hugo's safety, because obviously there's the direct bullying, but then there's indirect bullying where people are putting photographs up and insinuations of other things. So it was scary enough for me to have to call the police.
And they took action very quickly. Yes. As well.
Yes, they did, yeah. Yeah, I'm very thankful for that. They reassured me and did deal with the persons involved, so yeah.
So how much do you think you've conquered the emotions and the effect of that school bullying? Because you do, dare I say it, some of us do, so it's not just you, dye your hair now, don't you? So we can't see the red. So do you think that you're sort of masking it, or do you think you have got over those terrible feelings you had in the playground? Yeah,
I think I have got over it, but then I think just because I do want to cover up and I do want to straighten my hair, that's not because I'm ashamed of it, but it's because I don't want to walk around looking like I did.
Because your husband didn't even know about it, did he?
No, he used to get told, your girlfriend, your wife had funny hair at school, and he's like, did she? I didn't realise, but then obviously wondering why it took me 3-4 hours to get ready.
Yeah,
yeah, late for everything.
Hugo's a little cutie. Are you fearful of what he might get? If, you know, we were talking a little bit earlier, his hair doesn't look particularly red when, you know, we meet him here, but you know, is there some concern that he might have some sort of ridicule?
No, I don't think so. I think nature's given him a good start in life.
Was it when you were pregnant with him? Maybe?
Oh, when I was pregnant with him, it was a nightmare. I used to just think, pray, please, please don't let my baby get hair like me, because he's going to have a life of torment. I mean, thankfully he's happy and healthy, and I'm healthy and happy, and you know, I know there's people out there with far worse things than hair. I mean, it is only hair at the end of the day, but obviously it's been my bugbear all my life, so I'm just grateful that my little boy's not got that.
And if the bullies that either bullied you at school or as an adult are watching, what would you say to them?
Just think. Before you do anything, just think. And, you know, if you've not got anything nice to say, don't say it. Just...
Okay. Well said.